Hey there, beer tubers. Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101. Hi, Greg. Bring your own beer night. Tonight, we are doing Radlers. First and foremost, let's get over to the panel that we have with us and introduce all of the people, starting with Mr. Redbeard. Hi, Redbeard. How you doing tonight, sir?
Hey, I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm doing
good stuff.
Right.
Should I say what beer I have right now too?
We'll come back around.
Okay then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ashley, how you doing tonight?
Hello, I am doing fantastic. How are you doing today, Nick? That is great. Thanks.
That's great. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Moving over to Mr. Greg. Hi, Greg.
Follow me on my OnlyFans account. $7.99 a month. Help put my kids through college.
You don't have kids.
I'm a working mother, Nick.
No,
Don't
you're
take
working.
money from me.
Alrighty. And of course, last but certainly not least, world's best farter.
Oh, that's a good shirt.
I mean, father.
Oh, no.
And this is the Fuzz from guest stars somewhat frequently on my BeerTube channel.
I frankly thought you were just made up and you were like Nick's weird fantasy or something.
Sort of like some sort of mythological friend that, like, Nick doesn't have any friends. What are you kidding?
He
At least
pays
that-
me well. He
pays
takes
you
his
well.
whole, he takes his whole salary and sends it my way.
Is that why you let me win at the bike last night?
I assumed that you were just some guy Nick photoshopped into the photo. Hey guys, look, I went biking with a friend.
I'm a stock image.
Stock. Thank you, generic stock image number one.
Getty Images.
All right, Getty Images. And I'm doing okay too. So yeah, we're doing Radlers tonight. Quick forward about what a Radler is. I would imagine most of the people watching this chat don't really need to know what a Radler is. But the story of the Radler, and I'm going by rough memory here, the story of the Radler started like in Germany somewhere, where it was like a bike race through the mountains or the Black Forest or something. They came across this inn. A large group of bikers came across this inn all at once. The innkeeper didn't have enough beer to go around, so he decided to spike the beer with lemonade. The end result was a half beer, half lemon juice, 50% lemon juice, or lemonade, 50% beer. That ended up being a nice, light, refreshing beverage for the cyclist to enjoy. And of course, Radler means cyclist, and Radler Mass means like the cyclist beer or glass of cyclist. Anyway, whatever. All right, so
that was a good. I didn't know that information.
Radler means cyclist, and I can't remember if it's German or if it's French, but it's one of those two. I think Radler is German. Yeah. All right, and sorry, what?
I said if I had to guess.
Yeah, I'd have to look. I'm pretty sure Radler Mass is German. Yeah, I don't even know why I said that. All right, so without further ado, let's go over to, we've got, who's in the chat here? We have Raining on Your Parade. He's got one can of Bitburger Radler Lemon, 1.9% ABV, and one can of Bitburger Pilsner, 4.8% ABV. Going to try to boost the beer level on this Radler. And that's actually one point to talk about. When it comes to a real traditional Radler, traditional Radlers are usually pretty low in ABV because they literally are fruit juice or like lemonade or something mixed with beer. So you take like a 4.5%, 5% ABV beer, then the beer suddenly becomes 2.5%. A lot of Radlers I see these days are like 4%, which means it's you either took an 8% lager, which doesn't make sense, and added beer to it, or you just added beer or fruit flavorings to your beer. But I digress. Now, that said, let's go. Sexton Brewing says good luck with the alchemy. Roy P.
Raining on your parade.
Royp. All right. Radio on Your Parade says, why, thank you, Mr. Sexton. Again, cheers. Royp.
When you're this Sexton, they call you Mister.
It's true.
It's not wrong. All right. So, Redbeard, what did you bring with you tonight?
What I brought's not technically, I guess, not a Radler. Doesn't say Radler on it. They make an actual Radler, but it's grapefruit. I'm not a fan of grapefruit, so I grabbed this. This is some Bud Light strawberry lemonade, which is 4% alcohol, and it says it's a light beer with natural flavor. So I imagine it's pretty close to a Radler.
Yeah, we'll take it. I mean, all the other beers in that kind of series have always been like the lemon Radler and the orange Radler or something they had. So
Sure.
I think if I were, I'd be kicked off the show.
right. Ashley, what did you bring?
I brought, this is a Ontario brewery, Ace Hill. Oh, wow, look at that glare. Holy shit. Wow. Terrible glare. Ace Hill Radler, this is their Pamplemousse, and this is 2.5%.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So over to Greg. Greg, what did you bring? The steam whistle what?
Well, no, I was thinking about steam whistle, but then I thought I'd do something a little fun, and I guess me and Ashley Sexton think the same way. So.
Okay, Great Lakes what?
No, not Great Lakes anything.
Really?
We're going to do a vote. I have a mixed pack of Radler. So you guys tell me which one of these I'm going to review. I'll probably drink them all tonight, but which one am I going to review now? I have grapefruit, boring, lime Radler, pineapple Radler, or lemon cayenne Radler.
Oh, no, do the pineapple, because I know that you hate pineapple.
Pineapple, any other votes?
Do pineapple.
Okay, pineapple it is.
I am right, though. You do hate pineapple, right?
I don't generally love it in my beer. I wouldn't go so far as to say I hate it, but it's not usually a flavor I have with.
That's perfect.
Beer
You don't like it in your beer? Awesome. Drink one that.
Yeah, it's something that I may not like. All right, here we go. Pineapple Radler.
What's the percentage on that? I'm sort of curious.
Every single one of these is 2.5%.
They're all 2.5. Okay. Cool.
That's actually, I like that. Anyway.
Yeah. This is like a 10% beer right here.
There you go.
All right, Mr. Fuzz, what did you bring with you, Scott?
Well, I was thinking really hard. I wanted to get something that no one else had. So, Moosehead Ginger. Is that a Radler?
God, no. Gross. I can't believe you still have that.
This here is
Still review that at some point.
It's a 4% beer. It's been in my fridge since
2011.
2011.
Get out of here. Oh, man.
I'm not
That's
sure
like-
if it's good.
Oh. I'm sure.
That's like, it's Moosehead. It's probably okay. But at the same time, that's like Scott's version of Liquid Fart Fest from Chris.
So, but that's my joke. I don't think I'm going to drink that. Today, I am also going to take a Moosehead product. Today, I'm going to do Moosehead Cranberry Radler.
Ooh.
Ah.
It's a 4% ABV, and it tastes like cranberries. It came out at Christmas time, and I've just been saving it. It's my last one.
Nice. All right, and let's get over to moi. This is what I brought with me tonight. It's from Grimross Brewing. It's in Fredericton, New Brunswick. This is their Rebel Pride Radler, and brewed in commemoration, kind of like a remembrance of the Stonewall riots. It says a spiel about the LGBTQ plus community on the side. When started a rebellion and movement for equal rights, marks the pivotal moment in history. Remember, blah blah. This is 4% ABV, and it's a Radler brewed with blood orange and grapefruit. There you go. All right, so panel wide, who we got? We got some comments here. We got Craig in the chat.
Cracking these open.
Yes, go ahead, crack them open.
Into my ice-filled glass because my beer's not cold.
Ooh, that's really thick looking.
Oh, I forgot my glass.
Forgot your glass. Way to go, Scott. How far he has to go? You know how far he has to go to his kitchen?
Wow, you must have a giant house.
Is it on the other side of the camera?
Yeah. Well, just up a set of stairs from.
Oh, okay.
My beer only smells like strawberries.
My head's completely gone.
Now we're supposed to see it next.
All right. So I guess I'll read the comments here. So Kim Bury says he had the. You want to read the mash?
Go right ahead. I'm boring.
All All right, doesn't matter. I'm kind of playing it kind of low key tonight anyway. So Kent beer reviews. Craig from the UK says I had the Polliner Lemon Radler last week out of curiosity. It was nice, but not generally my thing. I prefer beer. I guess that's one way to look at it. Craig says Ken, I thought Polliner made a grapefruit Radler. I don't usually breweries like that. They'll make multiple flavors. I'm pretty sure like there's some German ones that have like that make a lemon radler as well as like a grapefruit radler. Like I know there's like Stiegel comes in lemon lime as well as grapefruit. Anyway, Polliner grapefruit radler, Schaffer Huffer grapefruit. Now that's a fantastic radler. I wish I could have got one of those. That's like a orange. No, it's a grapefruit radler, but it's made with Hefeweizen. So it's got this nice creamy banana kind of flavor to it. Sexton says, cheers, Craig. Rayanne Britt says, yep. Ken says, cheers, Randy Radlers. Radlers ran. Propane.
Well, one more comment and come in. There you go. Yep.
And Lee Russell says, Radlers for lames and Nazi bastards that hate beer. That's Lee trying to work in, well,
that's working in a little bit of YouTube algorithm suppression right there for you.
Just for you. Probably.
There we go.
All right.
Nick, to make
we shouldn't have read that comment live on the air, but whatever. Anyway, let's get back over to Red Beard, who's going to tell us what's your history with that beer.
Had it once before, not on ice. Obviously, it was actually not bad, and I thought I'd try it again. I don't think I've had any of the other Bud Light flavored beers. I might have had the apple a while back, but maybe Bud Light Lime. But they make like orange and some other ones, and I haven't had many. So generally, I don't go for anything made by this company trying to rule the world with beer. But there wasn't a lot around, so yay.
Sweet. All right, so going over to Mr. Ash. What's your history with was it Ace Hill?
Yes, Ace Hill. So with their Radler series, I don't think I have any experience with it. If I did, it may have been like last summer or something. But I don't specifically remember ever having this one. What I do like though on the can is that it actually states that it was made with Ace Hill Pilsner and citrus juice. Because I know we've had these chats in the past, and I think we've brought up, like, we've talked about, like, what beer did they use to blend, stuff like that. And I appreciate the fact that they stayed on the can. Like, yeah, we used our Ace Hill Pilsner in this beer.
Quite often it'll just say beer on the ingredients.
Exactly. So now their Ace Hill Pilsner I've had, it's okay. It's a passable Pilsner. It's nothing mind-blowing. But other than that, I'm going to pretend this is my first time because that's what my memory's telling me.
You always remember your first time.
Yeah.
All right, let's move over to Greg, who's probably having his own first time with the pineapple.
You always remember your first time. It's always a little painful and bloody. Anyway, so I've never had this beer before. Ace Hill, I have had their Pilsner before, and I've had their grapefruit radler, and I wasn't a particularly big fan of either one of them. I thought they were both on the low end and okay. So, that's all I'm going to say for now. That's my history with them. I'm going to have a lot more experience today because I'm drinking 4 Radlers tonight. Thanks, Nick.
You're welcome. I guess.
You know what? That's a good thing because there's a slight chance that we may actually have a sober Greg tonight instead of being a two-hitter quitter after chat.
Except I'm going to make my own Radlers. The Radlers are just a bone shaker.
Yeah, no, he's just going to mix it with like some
double tempest,
some gin or some vodka.
Yeah, there we go. Let's bring that ABV.
You're gonna get some of that Crown Royal apple or something like that, and then that's your fruit drink component of the beer.
Wow, that's like a Radler squared.
You like Fax 10 and Crown Royal apple to make your own Radler. That doesn't sound fucking gross. Actually,
I haven't been feeling like supporting Ewart lately, so I have no Crown Royal in my house.
I thought it was the other distillery that you were. Anyway, whatever. We'll move on over to Mr. Scott.
You were going.
What's your history with the crate? I know you've had it before.
Yeah, so I bought this guy. I bought a pack of 6. They only come in pack of 6s. But I bought one around Christmas time. That's where it came out. And I enjoyed it so much, I bought 2 more. And I put them in my basement. And I've been kind of picking away at them ever since. Just before Christmas, we had a little girl, and Mallory really wasn't able to drink anything, so I saved a few for her because they were really tasty. But yeah, so I drank a couple this summer, and this is my last one. I have it on good authority that it might come back this winter. I was talking to the Moosehead guy
Nice.
in the store. He said that they sold really well, so
I bet.
they might come back this winter.
I mean, Radler doesn't have to be just a winter summer beer, I guess. Just
No, but
year round.
Moosehead only does things. If it doesn't sell well, they don't redo it. Moosehead Lime, it sold well for a few summers, and it was good, but eventually it just started dying off because Bud had a lime, and Molson came out with a lime, and so that really cut into.
It was like the Molson 67 Sublime that had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they really cut into Moosehead's lime purchase or sales. So of course they switched over to other different Radlers, and so what really Moosehead only has the capacity to make certain amount of beers. They have to stick with their regular batches like the Moose Lager, the Alpines. Stuff like that, but they'll switch out one or two of their things to some specialty beers. A couple, was it last summer? They came out with Alpine Light, just a light.
Well, Alpine Light had been out years ago, and then they brought it back.
Right. So, but that was part of their rotation. And anyway, this summer they rotated in back their peach, which I have another one of those right here. They rotated back in their peach, their regular their grapefruit. They rotated in their melon, and they kept their strawberry lemonade for a second run. They had it early, and then they took it out again, but they brought it back for the second run for summer. I suspect. After this, they'll rotate out of the Radlers and put in this one again. They rotate out for the Radlers and put another cranberry Radler in. I don't know what they're going to rotate out for the rest of it.
Yeah,
so that's the story. That's my story of the Radler.
Yeah,
that I'm going to drink tonight.
Nice. Yeah, I was thinking they released the peach mango Radler last year.
Mm-hmm.
The lemon strawberry one was this year.
They doubled on that one.
Yeah, because I remember I did a brewery tour with work back before COVID thing happened, and I remember that was the first run of the strawberry lemonade Radler was about to come out. I remember seeing pallets and wanting to get it before shit got locked down. I eventually did get it, but I never reviewed it. And then they had 2 years ago was the blueberry, but that must have been discontinued because I don't see that one around anymore.
No, they came out with a small batch blueberry this year. So they have another little small batch section, and that came out with they came out with a blueberry in there, and I want to say another one. But that's just their small batch stuff. That's different from this Radler stuff.
Yeah, it's not quite the same. That's and we all know how Ashley likes his blueberry beers.
I too enjoy blueberry.
I can see him. I can see him shaking his head over there.
Fuck those blueberries.
I actually do enjoy blueberry. I like.
I know you love your blueberries.
What's that?
I know you love your blueberries.
Yeah, I have blueberries for my breakfast every morning.
I love blueberries. I have no problem with the fruit whatsoever. They're very tasty and very healthy and nutritious. Yeah. But in beer, they're just hot garbage, and that's just my stupid opinion.
Oh, you can have your stupid opinion because New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, blueberry capital of the world.
Hammond River blueberry ale.
Oxford. Well, I think PEI has a big blueberry production too, but they're kind of like a little fat belt.
There's a shit ton of blueberries in like northern Ontario as well. Like I believe you. I'm just saying like I've been to places in Ontario where like you just look around and it's just fucking blue. I'd like to see like the actual.
You know what else they have lots of in the Maritime, Scott? Cranberries
And wood.
Yeah, we have a lot of wood too. You know it.
Yeah, you know.
All right, yeah. All right. So I'm going to talk about my beer now, which is the Rebel Pride, the Radler from Grimross. First time I've ever had it, so I really don't have much history. I don't know if I mentioned before, but it's 4% ABV, so it's not really. I don't know. Not brewed like a real Radler would be. So let's go back over to comments, and I see our good friend P.A. Brew News is in the chat. I'm going back up to. Do you want to read the comments, Ash? I don't even know where I left off. You're muted. He's bitching at me anyway.
Ashley, you're muted.
Still muted.
Still muted.
Good thumbs up.
Okay. All right. I guess that leaves me.
Got it. There you go.
All right. Oh, hold on. What happened? I lost the chat. Hold on. Bear with me for a moment. You're all so patient. Thank you. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Radlers are okay. Yeah. Cheers, Lee, says Craig. Lee says, can't let you get above your station. Nick, you are welcome. Paul says, absolutely. I'm a sexist, fascist prick, and I still have a great disdain for Radlers. Cheers, all you sexy kittens. And then Lee's like, cheers, Craig. Cheers, Paul. A bunch of dick wagging going on. Paul's like, cheers, brothers. Craig says, cheers, Paul. Do you like Radlers? I said, here's Paul. Absolutely not, says Paul, even as much as Saison's. Total garbage. Then Paul shakes my dick. And then Paul says, sober Greg is no fun. Get some whiskey in that biatch.
It's true. Sober Greg is awful.
Rainy on your price says, as you can imagine, a 1.9% Radler has very little beer character, but when you mix it half and half, the lemon is balanced with the beer. The Bitburger Radler is all lemon drink. And Paul says domestic. Domestic violence doesn't have a season, and neither should Radlers.
Jesus Christ.
And he says none on the chat will or should be read. Had a watermelon lager a bit ago that wasn't horrible, and I'm a little disappointed.
They said a watermelon Radler, didn't they? That was one of those series a few years ago.
There's a watermelon lager.
Yeah, 3 years ago, the Moosehead Light, the Moosehead had a watermelon Radler. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, they came out this summer with watermelon Radler too.
Oh, was it in a taster's pack?
Yeah.
All right.
It's part of the 4 I was talking about just now.
4 months.
Yeah, I had a watermelon lager.
Fun.
And then Paul says, brace yourselves. Shitty pumpkin beers are coming. Fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He's not wrong.
Hashtag hot garbage. Yep.
I think GLB released their pumpkin today, actually.
And then Paul says, talk about that beer, Nick. Work it, son. But don't read the comments, Nick, he says. Don't read them. Oh, well. And Rainy in Your Parade says, sorry, what was that, Greg?
I said Nick didn't read any of the comments.
No, that's why I waited for Ashley to reopen the chat window. And
I'm reading them all. Rainy in Your Parade says, would you rather have a Radler over most pumpkin beers?
No.
If it was summer, yes. I would totally just smash a bunch of Radlers before I even looked at a pumpkin beer. And
I didn't ask this as a question, though, just so you know. You misread
okay,
it.
would you rather have a Radler over most pumpkin?
The
yes.
word "you" isn't in there. You say he
whatever.
would rather have a Radler over most pumpkin. I'm just saying.
Gary, I was turning into a point of conversation. Perhaps we can sort of bounce back and forth. But now you've ruined that. And then P.A. Bruni says, good point, my good sir. And he just typed that about what I just said, regardless.
Wow.
So does StreamYard, I guess, have like built-in censoring? Like it won't let you highlight comments with swears in them?
I don't know. The comments must be showing if
like the one Paul said was shitty didn't come up. And
yeah, a
really
lot of the comments that Paul said, especially Paul, a lot of the comments that Paul said didn't show up in my chat inside the StreamYard. So there must be some kind of filter going on because they're showing up in the YouTube chat. They must be. Weird. Ashley, Ashley, you're a moderator on my channel, are you?
I've had to approve several Paul's comments.
How do I know?
Yeah,
that maybe it's because those comments had to be approved.
No, I don't think I'm a moderator. Otherwise, I would have the wrench beside my name, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
You can make me a Radler.
Yeah.
Or you can make me a Radler. You can make me
a Radler.
Don't make me a Radler. That would just
mix me half and half with lemon juice. That'll be fine.
That's something that Paul would do.
On the comments.
Lemon juice transfusion, halfway, then you become Radler.
There you go.
Sexton Brewing presents Radlers with blueberries in them.
Ooh, look at that. I got a wrench. Can I start banning people now?
Craig is now a moderator too.
Taking too long. I need another Radler.
All right. Well, Greg's gone. Now let's talk about our beers.
Yeah.
Hi, Beard. The Radler you got, well, kind of a Radler. What do you think?
It's all right. Like nice kind of summertime drink. Nothing amazing. Like, are we rating the Radler style out of 10, and then our personal rating since we all have
style and overall like we usually do? We just don't out of 10
as far as a Radler goes. Again, I wouldn't really even if it's a Radler, not really a Radler. I'd give this like I've had a lot better. 6 for the style and personal enjoyment. I don't mind it. I'll give it a 7 for my enjoyment.
All right. Ashley. How Radler is your Radler?
It's very Radlery. The aroma is really okay. First off, it doesn't look very appealing. It looks very I don't know. It almost has like a milky look to it. It's like milky and it looks a little thick. It looks like someone's never had water for like at least 4 days and has been drinking nothing but like, you know what I mean? It just has like a really nasty,
dehydrated pee.
A lot of dehydrated pee. Yeah. The aroma there's like the beer characteristic comes through and there's just a little pop of like a grapefruit freshness, but I mean, by smelling it, you wouldn't think that there's a whole bunch of juice in it. Now, the ingredients, this isn't just pamplemousse. This is also, so the beer, juice concentrate, and in parentheses, apple, grapefruit, orange, lemon, lime. So this is like 3 of the 4 Radlers that Greg has. Then it says grapefruit extract, carob bean gum. The hell is carob bean gum? I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's preservative, or it's either preservative or it's something that's
something for the texture, probably.
Yeah, it probably has something to do with the grapefruit. And then contains barley. So it actually has a little bit more body to it than I was expecting, especially for a beer that's just 50-50 blended with juice. The grapefruit definitely comes across as like that white pithy grapefruit, and this is like a really light colored grapefruit, like the yellow grapefruits or whatever, not like the ruby red. That would be nice and sweeter. They went full acidic, harsh, just really acidic grapefruit on here, and then sort of back sweetened it with some of the other fruit concentrates like the orange and the apple. The lingering taste on this is just like straight up that white grapefruit pith. So I think they did a good job of actually making but I failed to mention the actual Pilsner actually comes through a little bit. You do pick up some of the bitterness, some of that noble hop bitterness, and you do pick up a little bit of the graininess, probably like Pilsner malt. I'm going to assume anything. So you actually do get some malt flavors from it, albeit they're very slight, but it actually does taste a little bit like a beer. But yeah, maybe a little bit too hard on the white grapefruit. Maybe they should have done a ruby red to make it a little bit sweeter. I'm not talking about like cloyingly sweet. I'm just something just to take that edge off, because this is like really sour. Not sour, but it's very tart or acidic. I'll go with that. Anyways, I'm gonna crush it. It's no problem. If this was Radlers as a whole for day drinking, they're fantastic. This is great. You could like slam that whole 4-pack that Greg has over the course of the afternoon and not feel bad about it, because it's tasty stuff. So
diabetes, because they're pretty sweet.
The other one, yeah.
What?
So my overall feeling on this one as a Radler, I mean, I think I find that the Radlers that I get that are European based, and all their names are out of my brain right now, but I've enjoyed those far better than the North American counterparts. So I don't know what's going on there, but I mean, I'll still give this for a Radler, I'll give this a 7 out of 10. It's a pass. I'd probably drink it again if I was given it, or if I bought the 4-pack. And for personal preference, again, I would prefer to be a little bit more of a ruby red grapefruit rather than the other. But yeah, I'll give it a 6.5. Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's go over to Greg, who's reviewing almost the same beer. Stupid mouse.
Same company.
How's the pineapple?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say I've already done the pineapple because you guys talk too much. I'm having now the lemon cayenne. And I will first give Ashley Sexton the bad news in that I did not hate the pineapple. But the good news is I hate this one. So you're still going to get to watch me suffer a little bit. We're going to rate the pineapple ones because that's what was voted on by the community. It's basically 5 Alive. I know there's only 2 ingredients in it because it's actually got lemon juice and grapefruit juice. Not grapefruit, pineapple juice in it. It's a nice sweet drink. Like if you want a sweet pineapple drink that doesn't taste like it even has alcohol in it, boom, there you go. Perfect Radler. Gets the job done. You could literally give it to somebody who doesn't drink, like a pregnant woman or an alcoholic, and be like, here, have this. They drink it. They're like, oh, thanks for the non-alcoholic drink. You're like, fuck you. I made you drink alcohol. Because why not? That's what we do here. So yeah. Oh, it's flickering in the background. It's a really good Radler. It's not the best one. I think that Schaffenhofer, Waffer, whatever it's called, is probably my favorite one still. And I think we did that one in 8 when we reviewed it, or maybe we did that one. So this one's a 7.5. It's really solid. It's really what I'd want in a Radler. I find most grapefruit Radlers kind of meh. The reason I like this one, I don't know, because the pineapple often in beer is like so kind of harsh and almost pithy. I don't know if it's pineapple, but it has that. You know what I mean? Like, there's the nice grapefruit and there's the nasty, I'm just biting into the skin grapefruit. It's the same thing with pineapple. Like I want a nice, if I'm going to go for pineapple, I want something a little on the sweeter side. That's what this is. I mean, it probably also gives you diabetes. Like, it is really sweet. I wonder how much sugar is in it. But, I mean, it really can't. Oh, sorry. So I think I gave a 7.5 for overall. With the caveat, you want a Radler. If I was rating as a beer, it would be like a 0. And for style, I would go as high as a 9. I think it's really up there with what a Radler should be, in that it's refreshing and it's kind of it's kind of for people that don't really want beer or don't really want to taste beer or alcohol. They just want something, but still want to drink like they feel like they're a big kid. So that's all I have to say. Now I'll give I'm not going to give a score, but this one, exactly what it says it is. It's lemon up front, cayenne in the back of the throat. I do not like it at all. It is not good, but to be fair, it tastes exactly what they say is in there. Yeah, it's not a good combination for me.
What's the spice level?
It's not overly spicy. It's spicy enough that it's there in the back of your throat and it annoys you.
Yeah, see, I mean, that sounds interesting, I guess.
But yeah, I'd like to try that. It sounds neat.
With the purpose of a Radler is
I'll
Yeah,
grab a
well,
four-pack.
the purpose of a Radler is supposed to be refreshing, and how can you be refreshed by drinking
That's the thing. It's not. That's the
hot
thing.
and spicy beer? Hot and spicy beer is not bad. Like, it sounds like a cool idea, but Radler?
If I want cayenne pepper, I'd be happy with it in a stout or something. But
Oh,
for this,
yeah.
it just doesn't work with the kind of beer.
What was that hot pepper beer we did? It was the Satan's Broadsword from Bellwoods.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember that.
It was an imperial stout that me and you did. Anyway, whatever.
It's probably good, but yeah, no. So I wouldn't recommend this, but hey, you know what? The 4-pack is $12. Go and buy it and try it and see what you think.
Well, doesn't sound too bad for something to try. It seems kind of pricey otherwise, though. Anyway. All right, so let's go over to Scotty Too Hottie.
Oh, Scotty doesn't know.
That's what the girls called him in high school.
So my selection again was the cranberry radler, and it's good. It has really strong cranberry notes in it. You could definitely mix it with something a little harder, a vodka, maybe. It wouldn't be bad. It has a little bit bite to it. Not too much though. Probably not as much as the previous one here. It smells very cranberry. I mean, you have it on a side with some turkey. Have it for turkey dinner. Very red in color. Yeah, kind of clear, a little bit ahead. All right. I would say as a Radler, it scores in style. I'd say in its style a 4. It's more akin to a lambic, a fruit lambic, than it would be to a Radler style. So I'm not going to say it's a great Radler choice, but for enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 7. I do enjoy cranberry. I have a glass of cranberry juice every morning with my breakfast, and I could probably switch this out, and wouldn't be any different. And except my boss would be like, "Why are you drinking on the job?" It's only a 4% ABV, so whatever. If it comes around in Christmas time, I'll buy another, 6-pack of it, and maybe 2 6-packs of it, and
there you go.
That's about it.
I mean, here's the question: you're working from home. How's your boss going to know you're drinking on the job?
I know I'm drinking on the job, and that's what's most important.
I don't. I'm just saying.
Wow, I never stopped drinking on the job.
No, I don't. Jesus. All right.
No, of course not.
All right. Anyway, yeah, moving right along to me. So, you did give your ratings, didn't you? Yeah, you did. It was like 4 and 7.
4 for the style, and 7 for the personal preference.
Nice. All right. So, Rebel Pride Radler. I wanted so much to like it, but as Greg put it when he was describing, you got 2 kinds of grapefruit. You got the tasty, nice, juicy grapefruit. You've also got the what would you say? It was nasty bite into the skin grapefruit. This is the nasty. Okay, I'm going to give it to Greg anyway. No, I'm kidding. Nasty bite in the skin grapefruit. This has kind of gotten that really pithy, bitter. I mean, very, very tart grapefruit flavor to it. There's not enough of the blood orange sweetness to counter out it, to balance it out. And it's also too thick. Like, it's very, very, very thick for a Radler. I mean, it's like heavy bodied. And I'm just thinking, like, usually you make a Radler to be refreshing. Half beer, half fruit juice. And they often come off as maybe being a bit lighter in flavor, as well as lighter in body, lighter in flavor, as well as like go down super easy. This is, I mean, I'll probably get through this, but this is drinking just like table juice. Like you buy a carton of like tropical grapefruit juice to go with your breakfast. Like this is probably more apt to go with your breakfast than Scott's Radler would be. Yeah, I'm just saying, like this stuff, I'm not really feeling it, and I'm stopping short of crushing the can. Like, what do I think of this out of for the Radler style? It's not enjoyable in the sense of enjoying it like a Radler. So I'm going to give it a 3 for the style. Overall enjoyment, I'm going to give it a 5. I mean, I'll finish this, but I don't think it's great. I'll pass it, but it's just like barely.
Wow.
I know I'm being harsh, but
Dropping the hammer.
Dropping the hammer. I just feel like yeah. Anyway, it's too thick. It needs to be thinner.
And it's 4%, so it's probably the difference between using a puree and an actual fruit juice.
Yeah, it's like they added the fruit juice from concentrate and put it in like a 5.5% lager or something. But yeah, I just like the biggest thing when I hear a combination like blood orange plus grapefruit juice flavoring, I feel like they're trying to copy the success that Pump House has had with their crafty Radler, and way off, too thick, too sour. Anyway, that's my really harsh opinion of Grim Ross's Radler, and I apologize.
I'll go back to the comments really quick. We just have a few extras. Rating on Your Parade says, we just started getting these killer mix 8-packs called Prost. 2 Bitburgers, 2 Bitburger Pilsners, 2 Bitburger, excuse me.
Ooh.
Holy moly. 2 Bitburger Radlers, 2 Kostritzer Black Lagers, and 2 Kostritzer Traditional Pale Ales, 7%. Killer deal, $10.49. I'd buy that all day.
Kostritzer Black Lager, that was tasty.
I love that pair.
I think I reviewed that with Scott, actually.
I can actually get those in bottles here. Paul from PA Bruno says Kostritzer Black is good times. And then Rainy on Your Parades, it says, yeah, and what a killer deal. And yeah, 100%. Those 8 beers for $10 and change. That's awesome. Raining in Your Parade says the Bitburger Radler on its own is very nice for a lemon drink. Nice, soft lemon flavor, not acidic, nice and sweet. And Paul thinks that Grim Ross should apologize.
He's probably not wrong.
They should just apologize straight to you.
Yeah, right. No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that you go back to the drawing board with the Radler. Great concept and everything. The flavoring would probably be pretty good, but they really needed to retool the recipe quite badly. Radler's supposed to be refreshing. This is not refreshing.
Well, I feel refreshed after my Radler. So
yeah, you're refreshed that it's over. But at least it was lighter and thinner, even if it was really sour, right?
I actually like Radlers. I mean, for me, there's a time and a place, and of course, at night or something when I'm hanging out with buddies, it's probably not the drink I'm going to go for. But if I'm out in the garden or something like that, I feel like a beer, and it's only 11.
Yeah, or finished mowing the lawn or something.
We're on a beach somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Right after a bike ride, right? Radler. Haha.
Yeah,
get those calories back
into you.
What?
So shouldn't you be doing that while you're bike riding? You need to hydrate yourself.
Fill up that water bottle, yo.
Not at 4%, you're not.
Get a Camelback, one of those Camelback backpacks, and just fill it right up. There you go.
So people do that. They'll go for a long bike ride and they'll have a couple of cans of beer stashed in their backpack.
I used to
drink it out in the country.
I have a Camelback backpack, and I'd put the water in there and get like one of those like flavor additive things for the water, and just shoot some of that in it and make my water taste like fruit punch.
See, Nick,
like Mio or whatever. What?
I have Orange Tang.
Orange Tang.
That was made for the astronauts, man.
Like Crystal Light or something.
Yeah, I get some of that all the time.
But I was thinking like the Mio or whatever you call it.
It's a Mio squirter, Orange Tang, and I go to Costco and I get the fuzzy water, and I just sprit the Orange Tang in there, and it's all the taste of an orange drink, but no calories.
What the hell is it? Spritz?
And no sugar.
Yes, but it's in Pilsner with a 7-Up top. So is it like a 50-50 mix, Paul? Like 50 pills, 50 7-Up? No. Sounds interesting.
I'm looking it up. Spritzen. Spritzen beer or line of Kugels apparently makes a Spritzen. And now I can't look at their page because it's behind like an age wall. I suppose I'm gonna pass. It's in beer with a splash of seltzer.
No,
totally not the same thing.
No, Paul clarified it's 75-25.
Okay,
but I'm sure if Paul would ever make a Gespritzen himself, it would be more like 70-20, and then that extra 10% is just the blood of his victims. So
yeah, blood of his victims, Radler, basically. Or this is like a dead hooker, Gespritzen.
Blood Moon Gespritzen.
Blood Moon Gespritzen.
And the fact that it's a bunch of different dead hookers, so it's a Blood Moon cuvee.
Blood Moon cuvee. Oh, you blended with different vintages of dead hooker.
There you go.
Jesus, Nick, hookers are
There's 6 people watching and wondering what the fuck are we going on about. This is Paul.
Yeah, it's reading the comments.
Paul at PA Brew News.
It's reading the comments that's affecting.
He's very colorful.
Not just Nick at all. Not a what?
The thoughts and opinions of Paul are totally represented by Nick.
We'll have to do a BA101 on Paul at some point. His barrel age vintages. If we survive this place, trying to get it to it. Anyway, so and nobody's asked the magic question.
Nick, what is next?
Oh, Jesus, with the tampon garnish.
That's gross.
That's nasty. That's
gross,
nasty.
we
haven't lost viewers yet. We did ask for it.
That's not ketchup.
All right. Speaking of asking for things, nobody's asked the magic question yet, so we don't know what we're drinking next week, do we? Somebody's got to ask the magic question, or otherwise BA101 goes off the air.
No,
Paul I'm sure that.
What's next?
What is next week's beer?
Paul, what a good fella.
Cool. So we are going to review next week Ewart. I'm not kidding. That looks like Ewart on the can, doesn't it?
Old man Ewart.
Looks like the old man Ewart.
I love it.
This is an old man lackey old ale from Great Lakes Brewing in Ontario. Greg sent me this a while ago, so we might as well get to it. It is a British style old ale, 8.7% ABV. That should be very exciting. But apparently, this guy on the guy on the cover is some old man Mike Lackey or something. The buddy of theirs.
It's their head brewer, Nick.
Oh, it's their head brewer.
Yes. For
his 50th birthday, they decided to repay him by brewing the exact opposite of the style: dark, malty English strong ale, aptly known as old ale. So yeah, they were making fun of the head brewer.
There we go.
That's actually kind of funny by making him look like Ewart. That's got to be a big insult. And yeah, that's Ewart, all right. Pretensions stuck up as hell. The Murray ale.
Except from what I understand, unlike Ewart, Mike Lackey is actually a nice guy and not an actual asshole.
Oh,
like Ewart is.
Yeah. He's definitely got his moments, but anyway. All right. Truth bombs from Paul. So I guess that's enough for that. So I want to thank everybody who is watching, the 5 viewers we have now. PA Brew News doesn't look too old on the can. That was Ewart in the 80s. All right. So thank you, Rating Night Parade, Lee. We got PA Brew News. We've got Kent Craig Kent Beer Reviews. Radar was even in there although he skipped over his line.
Sorry.
Anybody else who was in the chat? We're small enough we get to read everything. Of course, Ashley Sexton was commenting in there as well. Want to thank the Fuzz. Thanks for coming on tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley, Redbeard, and Greg, most of all, for showing up very frequently. And we are going to chat with you folks later. Perhaps there'll be an after chat if one goes live. And I'm going to work down the rest of this beer and drink something else. So,
did anyone say penis?
You did.
Yay.
Penis.
Penis.